Belgian chocolate, made popular worldwide in part by companies such as Godiva and Neuhaus, is sometimes referred to as the best chocolate in the world, as long as you don't ask anyone from Switzerland. But there's more to this delectable chocolate than meets the taste bud. Here are 11 facts you may not know about Belgian chocolate. Belgian chocolate dates back over 400 years to when it was first introduced in 1635 in northwestern Belgium. In the early days of its introduction, chocolate making was mostly a sideline of pharmacists, who sold it as a tonic or marketed it as a medicine. This medicine is what we now consider hot chocolate. Unlike other chocolates produced around the world, Belgian chocolate is made using 100% cocoa butter for the fat content of their chocolates. This is different from many other chocolate manufacturers who may add in other vegetable fats while producing their chocolates, thus changing the taste of the final product. First introduced by Jean Neuhaus II in 1912, Belgian pralines are different from the traditional praline you may find in the United States or France. Unlike the traditional American praline originating in New Orleans and made with a combination of brown sugar, butter, cream, and pecans, Belgian pralines are soft center chocolates with a chocolate shell. To further confuse things, in America, those types of chocolates are sometimes referred to as truffles, but we'll save that explanation for some other time. Another notable Belgian invention is the balaton box. Designed by Louise Agostini, Neuhaus's wife, this particular box revolutionized the chocolate industry. When first introduced, Belgian pralines were wrapped in paper when they were purchased by a customer. This offered very little protection for the chocolates and also hid their sometimes exquisite designs. Seeing all of the work and care her husband put into creating the Belgian praline, it could be assumed that Louise admired her husband's efforts, and she felt compelled to design a specific box to put the pralines in that prevented them from damage while also showcasing their attractive designs. Ballotin comes from the French term ballot, meaning small package of goods. Belgium didn't become a true net exporter of chocolate until the 1960s, as prior to that, they mostly still imported with brief exceptions. Their real growth, however, started in the 1980s and has grown exponentially ever since. In 1894, Belgian law actually dictated the composition of Belgian chocolate. In order for it to carry a Belgian chocolate label, chocolatiers must use a minimum of 35% pure cocoa in production. There is also a ban on artificial, vegetable, or palm-based fats in all products that carry the Belgian chocolate label. A major innovation in 1925 by the Callebaut family was the discovery of a method to produce, store, and transport chocolate known as chocolate coverture. This product filled the growing needs of bakers and chocolatiers in the region. Previously, chocolate needed to be refrigerated and reheated to a usable form for the manufacture of other chocolate products. This form of chocolate became a major factor in Belgium's success later on. Located in the village of Vies, Belgium is home to the world's largest chocolate factory, the Callebaut factory. Based on production figures, they produce a whopping 1,000 tons of chocolate per day, or about 350,000 tons of chocolate per year. However, you can't buy Callebaut chocolate in stores as they are strictly business to business, meaning they supply all of their chocolate to other manufacturers. The Callebaut factory even produces kosher chocolates and has their own on-site chocolate academy. There are over 2,000 chocolate facilities in Belgium, from major factories to small shops. Talk about a sweet place to live! Speaking of sweet places, the Brussels airport is the largest seller of Belgian chocolate in the world, with 2.8 kilograms, or about 6 pounds, of chocolate sold every minute. Now that's a lot of chocolate. The designation Belgian chocolate was a debated term for a while. With the international appeal of Belgian chocolate and the move to more international operations for many companies, this became challenging to define. In 2003, the culmination of a 30-year dispute between countries to define chocolate, known as the Chocolate Wars, resulted in European regulations for chocolate that was actually a lower standard than what Belgian chocolate was known for. The Belgian government had already unsuccessfully attempted to address these concerns. However, after the European regulations were in place, Belgian chocolate companies themselves adopted the Belgian Chocolate Code. that established higher standards that must be met in order to be called Belgian chocolate. If you enjoyed these 11, yes 11, not 10, facts about Belgian chocolate, like this video and subscribe for more. Leave us a comment and let us know if there are other candy topics you'd also like to learn about.